Hello there YouTube, and welcome to another video. So today's video, really quick, I wanted to just kind of fly through this, but this is something that me and my buddies were looking through yesterday on the PTR database on what to expect with the timeless shards kind of schematic and the patterns that are going to be dropping in the game. You're going to get these from the new trade skill aptitude. You're going to get these boxes that are going to be dropping all of these. Some of these are going to be tradable in the auction house between players and all that. So it's going to be kind of crazy with this new schematic and patterns and timeless shards, the difference, the changes that are coming to crafting. So I kind of wanted to fly through this and just kind of show you what to expect, what resources you'll need, and let's just dive into it. So the first thing I want to fly through here is the timeless shards. So as you can see on the PTR database here, these are all the timeless shards in the game, right? These are going to all come from respective boxes along with chests throughout the world, along with expedition supply stockpiles. So for instance, the life staff shard. So we have the package of arcana materials. So when you're leveling up your arcana, or your once you've hit that 200 arcana, right? And you keep crafting and you keep getting XP to get some of these boxes, you'll get the tier 1, the tier 2, and the tier 3 boxes, and these are all going to have a chance to drop these timeless shards. You're going to use these timeless shards to craft said recipe. So since this is a life staff shard, you can also gather these from elite ancient chests from 59 plus zones, along with the stockpile from expeditions. So to use these, you'll bring this to the Arcana Station, and it'll allow you to make a plethora of different life staffs. So the reason that these are all different is because of the attributes. So the nice thing about this is you are going to be able to, let's say you want to make an Orichalcum life staff with focus guaranteed, right? So here's the difference between the timeless and the patterns that we'll go into as well. So the timeless ones are not guaranteed 600 gear score. These are going to guarantee two things. You're going to guarantee an attribute, and you're going to guarantee a perk on each weapon or armor piece. So essentially what you'll do is you'll take this life staff shard, you'll bring it to the Arcana Station, and you'll start crafting. As you can see here, you're going to need at least 8 wood, 5 metal, 4 leathers, and 6 quints. So you'll get the quints. You'll probably use runic leather, asmodium, and then you'd probably want to use glittering ebony, and that will boost the gear score on it as you're crafting it, just like you would normally. But the nice thing about these timeless ones is you're going to guarantee the attribute stats. You're going to be guaranteeing focus. That's what the softwood prayer beads are for. You will also be able to slot in a perk. Now, the reason this is really big is because you can slot in focus, right? Guarantee that. And then you can slot in a blessed perk, or, a revitalizing beacon perk, whatever you want on your life staff. And this is huge because not only do you still have a chance to roll this 600, but guaranteeing an attribute bonus and a perk is, in my mind, a lot better than the patterns that we're going to go into real quick. So as you can see here, same deal. This is a pattern for a life staff. So the patterns are going to come from these packages. These are not going to drop from the boxes, chests, ancient chests, expeditions. These aren't going to drop in the world. These are going to come from those specialized packages. So a life staff pattern is going to come from an Arcana craft, because that's where you craft life staffs, is the Arcana Station, respectively, with the same things throughout the game. A great axe is going to come from crafting in the forge a lot, things like that. So different armor is going to be from the outfitting station or the forge as well. So essentially what this will do is this is going to guarantee 600, right? You don't have to roll it. It's going to guarantee 100%. It's going to be 600. So you're going to be able to slot in a perk or an attribute stat. You're not going to be able to slot in both and it rolls 600. That would be OP, right? That would be kind of broken. So you kind of have to decide which one do you want to do. Do you want a guaranteed 600 and guarantee a stat or perk, or do you want to guarantee stat and perk, chance at 600? So it's kind of weighing your options of which one you want to do. In my opinion, the timeless shards are going to be a lot better because you can guarantee a stat, guarantee a perk, and have a chance at 600, and it's a lot less materials to use. As you can see here, a recipe for this life staff is 36 Asmodeum. That is a lot of Asmodeum. That is 3.5 days of cooldowns. You know, if Asmodeum is selling for 400 to 500 on the market, that is a lot of money. You know, that's at least 15. That could be anywhere between 15 and 20 grand of just Asmodeum, right? So that is a lot to guarantee a 600 gear score. I think that it's still worth investing in these if you are really wanting that 600 gear score, because at some point 600 gear score all around in your build is going to be huge, and it's going to be definitely a gap in PvP. So essentially that's kind of like the life staff comparison. So I wanted to kind of go through like the armor comparison too. It's the same deal. You're going to be able to, so these timeless ones are going to drop from the same place. You're going to drop from the armoring materials, from the trade aptitude, and then it's going to drop from the chests and the expeditions. And then you're going to be able to use this timeless breastplate shard. You're going to use that on basically any heavy armor in the game. So you'll be able to use it on any heavy armor and guarantee a stat. So if you want to do an Orichalcum plate breastplate and you want to guarantee con on it, you'll be able to do that, and then you'll be able to put in a perk. You just won't have a chance at 600. You have a chance at 600, but you won't guarantee 600, right? So if you want the pattern for the guaranteed 600 chest plate, same thing. It's going to cost 48 Asmodeum, 36 runic, 21 phoenix. That is a lot of daily mats to guarantee, but you're guaranteeing 600, so that is huge. But you can only guarantee a perk or the attribute stat, which in my opinion, you're better off just doing the attribute stat, because if you guarantee a perk, which is always nice to guarantee a perk, but you know, if you're a melee user and you get the focus int roll, I mean, my goodness, is that not a good thing? I mean, that just stinks, you know what I mean? And you just wasted 48 Asmodeum on that for an item that probably you can't sell and make your money back either. So I think it's better for these timeless schematics to use those instead of the patterns. Patterns are going to come very slowly as well. You need to get them from, you're going to pretty much only be able to get these from the third tier packages. So I wouldn't worry about this too much. It's the timeless ones are what you're going to want to be using a lot and getting a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, the crafting is pretty much going to be turning in for armor and weapons, the timeless, and jewelry. The timeless is going to be where it's at for crafting. So it's still important to have 200 in a specific area so that you can craft those 600 pieces, right? And getting all your armor slots, the +2s to get that 600 roll, get your trophies to, you know, increase your bracket, lower your bracket a little bit to be able to roll between that 590, 600 piece. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of fly through this, let you guys know what you should be on the lookout for. You know, if you plan on really, you know, investing in a pattern, you're going to need a lot of materials. Not as many materials for some of the recipes for the timeless shards, but you're gonna be able to guarantee 2 things, so it's gonna be huge. So I just kind of want to give you guys a look and show you guys what that's gonna be all about, so you guys can kind of prepare. The new update is coming out very soon, so if you're seeing this video when the update is already out, I hope this video helps. If so, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.